Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 CFRL Cup Series. Tonight is race 19 of the 2024 season and a special Mother's Day edition, as tonight we are at the Monster Mile, Dover, Delaware, at the Dover International Speedway. Now, of course, Dover is I would say a very interesting and a very challenging track for our drivers tonight. Because not only is because this track is entirely banked, uh, as well as it being a concrete racing surface. So you have about, I would say, 20 or so degree of banking in the corners, and probably a little bit less than that on the straight. So even the straights are banked. And of course, they call it a self-cleaning racetrack because of that. Because whenever there's a wreck or some sort of accident, all the cars just sort of drift down toward that bottom, and they all just get collected down there. So, of course, it does come with its own, set of challenges, especially, when it comes to, braking and accelerating. Braking going in and accelerating coming out. And these guys are going to be in for a pretty tough test tonight, I would say. And going into the point standings, with after Tegan Jones winning his 7th race of the season at Las Vegas last week, I did say that, Michael Whitman might end up losing his point lead. Well, I was wrong. He has actually kept his point lead, but it has shrunk significantly by like 10 points. So instead of having a 13-point lead, he now has a 3-point lead over Tegan Jones, with Whitman's 831 to Tegan's 828. So the points race is definitely tightening up as we are now officially past the halfway mark of the season. And looking in the playoff standings, Tegan still does hold that number 1 seed, and he has sort of given himself some breathing room over second seed Bradley Domer Jr. in terms of the win total. Tegan's 7 to Bradley's 5. So it should be interesting to see who wins the regular season championship. Of course, I believe as long as he doesn't have, like a catastrophic meltdown or anything, Tegan Jones, I feel, definitely does have the number 1 seed locked up, but I would not tell that to Bradley, because he is still breathing down Tegan Jones's neck. Of course, they did just wrap up qualifying now, and as we take a look at the starting lineup, it is Bradley Domer Jr. once again starting on the pole, and it is a new track record for the CFRL with a 22.856. And oddly enough, the previous record holder was also in that qualifying session and starting in second, the 7 of Spencer Boyce with a 22.990. Or at least I think it was the track record, as it says here on the notes that I'm looking at. But row 2, we have Cameron Morris in the 2, and Kevin Hall in the 37, who was last week's pole sitter. Row 3, we have Michael Fox in the 42, and Jarrett Haw in the 88. Row 4, we have Ryan Parsons in the 14, as well as his teammate and team owner, Tegan Jones, who of course won last week from starting 7th. Tonight he's starting 8th, so I wonder what's going to happen to him there. Row 5, we have another Stuart Haas ride, the 10 of Kamal Wright, and then next to him is the 12 of Joshua Harris, a Penske ride, but still a Ford. Row 6, we have Michael Whitman in the 9, and David Wessel in the 41. Row 7, and rounding out the field, is the 13 of Sal Zavala, and the 24 of James Iconelli. So yeah, In terms of who I think is going to be winning tonight, or at least one that I will definitely keep my eye on, I will definitely say, once again, Bradley Domer Jr. is once again like really fast and starting on pole, but he does have that issue of finishing up there. Yes, he does, does finish up front. I mean, he does have 5 wins so far this season, but especially, when it comes to starting on pole, he hasn't really been able to get the job done from the pole. Maybe he can get the job done here tonight, but only one way to find out, as the lobby is in the race now. I will go ahead and join them. And hopefully we won't have any sort of lag issues when we get into the race. Yes, here we are at the Monster Mile, Dover Speedway. Now, of course, since we're running on NASCAR Heat 5, which came out in 2020, this was back when Dover was independently owned before the Speedway Motorsports buyout. And it looks like, hopefully, everything is good to go, but yeah, you never know with a game like this. Of course, everybody's getting lined up in their starting positions. Of course, you gotta hurry up and take your positions because it's a really short lap around here, around like 20 seconds or so. And of course, before we go green, hopefully, we'd like to say a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there from all of us at the CFRL. Yeah, and yeah, it looks like they're lagging. And oh, thank heavens, the 2 died. And on Whitman's stream, the 12 died also. And yes, cue the Demolition Derby. And Fox almost tried to kill Kevin Hall. And now Spencer has finished off the 37. And he almost went after the 8, the 8 of JC Tirado, who was in the race. Yeah, but it looks like the 8 got the 7. So yeah, we are once again having lag issues, and it looked fine from, or at least the first part of that pace lap, but apparently it was not meant to be, and it looks like Whitman is going to be hosting the next lobby. Hopefully, even though he too will be streaming the race on his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Whitmania. Hopefully we'll have a better result when we get to that lobby. And I am starting to get that flurry of invites now. Do have to wait a little bit. The lobby's at 30 seconds now before I can go ahead and join in. But of course, when it comes to keeping an eye on drivers who I think are going to be a big threat, of course, the 4 of Tegan Jones, and the 9 of Michael Whitman. They're going to start in, mid to the back of the pack. Jones 8th, Whitman 11th. But, of course, if we've seen time and time again that these two know how to get up to the front and even win themselves some races. And I believe they are in the race now, so I will go ahead and join in. Hopefully we will not have any more lag issues. Because it is kind of hard to, run a league or even broadcast these races for you all when there's internet problems. And we hopefully should be good to go this time around. Alright, so I'll go ahead and do the driver's notes for you all, or the race notes. The stage will be from lap 50 to 51. The pace speed is 60. And again, as we always do, call when you're pitting, and you stay on the apron until the backstretch. And the first pit stall, be careful on exiting the pits. And it looks like we are going to go green this time. So once again, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there from the CFRL. Green flag's out. Now go get them, boys.
I think this pace speed's good, actually. I feel like it's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm lagging like crazy. Holy shit.
Oh, I got me. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to race. Awesome.
Oh my god, am I going? Woo! Oh my god, bad fast.
Damn. Sorry, JB, I let off the gas and freaking my whole car just went left.
Damn, I got loose there.
No, you're fine.
Oh my god.
We are so fast with this draft right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm loose.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Why am I getting so loose?
Hey, it's that stupid loose shit it does. If you don't fucking wanted it would do it. I've done it twice so far.
Fucking practice.
Just can't get that run off.
So 6 laps into the race now, and the top 2 have stayed pretty much the same. Bradley Domer Jr. and Spencer Boyce running first and second. And as you've heard on the chat, some of these guys are complaining about getting loose already. Yeah, and that's another big thing to deal with when you come to Dover. It's just that, your car gets really loose. Of course, you kind of got to deal with that everywhere you go, as we see a battle for second brewing between the 7 and the 37. Looks like Cameron Morris got into the wall off of 4. Oh, looks like Spencer got into the wall off of turn 2. And that will allow Kevin Hall to take second away. And that will allow Cameron Morris to take third away. So Spencer Boyce losing 2 spots from his original starting position. Now we got another battle for second between the 2 and the 37. And Morris will easily get around the 37 at Hall. And now it looks like he might be challenging for the lead, as Jared Hogg goes way up high on the track. And yep, there it goes. There, Cameron Morris thought about it, making a move down on the inside. But he thought better of it, trying to size Bradley up. We're riding along with him. Oh, he gave him the bumper. Yeah, Morris gave Bradley that bumper. And Morris is just a man on a mission right now. And there he goes. He's making that move on the inside, but Bradley cuts him off. Hey, he's still right on that back bumper, but oh, Morris gets into the wall. Now he loses a couple of spots. Or make that 3 spots as the 4 spots as the 42 and the 10 get around him now. Now he's under attack from Jared Hall. So Bradley with a very good bit of defense in this early stage of the race, as we're now 14 laps into it. It looks like we got another battle for second again between the 37 and the 7. I think Bradley might have gapped the 37 just a little bit. And also, something at the start of the race, something might have happened between the 8 of JC Tirado and the 24 James Iconelli, as they're way on back there. Especially Tirado, he's about like half or 3/4 of a lap behind the leaders. So he might be on the verge of going a lap down before this stage is all said and done. So far, everyone is running single file, all spread out. So the way they're running is almost kind of like a play track, Daytona, Talladega, or even Kansas. As you know, that there's one preferred lane, and in this case, it's right on that bottom. And since everybody wants to run down there, you get everyone running in a single file line. We ride along with Tegan Jones as he lost a spot from his original starting position, as he is now running in 9th. Meanwhile, Bradley Domer Jr. still running out front, but there's a new guy in second place, and that is the 7 of Spencer Boyce, as he's now back to where he started. He wants to try to go after Bradley again, who takes a bit of a higher line than everyone else. That might cost him a little bit of momentum, as now Spencer Boyce is right on that back bumper of the 48, as we got a battle for 4th between Cameron Morris and Michael Fox, and Morris gets the better of that little scrap. And now he's going after Kevin Hall. Oh, he got loose coming off in turn 2, as there was a bit of a stack up between the 2, the 42, the 88. And now Cameron Morris takes 3rd. And we got one car spun around on the backstretch, and it is the 8 of JC Torado. And now he's definitely going to go a lap down as he stays on the apron, out of the way. He's coming on to pit road to repair the damage. Now we see Cameron Morris working on Spencer Boyce for second. He's trying to go back up there and challenge Bradley for the lead after he hit the wall coming off of turn 2. But Spencer gets loose off of 4. And that's going to allow Cameron Morris to close up. Oh, it looked like Morris got loose a little bit. And they're really scrapping back there between 3 of the Stewart Haas guys, the 14, the 41, and the 10. A contact between the 2 teammates. And Wessel gets way down onto that apron. Oh, even more contact and a checkup. And Ryan Parsons loses out on that as he little kisses the wall coming off of turn 2 there. And we got green flag pit stops starting up. The 88 and the 37, Jared Haw and Kevin Hall, are on pit road now. As is the 12 of Joshua Harris. And now we got another battle for second between Morris and Boyce. And Michael Fox has joined in the battle now. And Morris easily takes second away. And now Michael Fox is trying to take third away from Spencer Boyce. And he does. And now that green flag pit stops have started, you gotta wonder when these leaders are gonna come in. Oh, Bradley gets wicked loose off of turn 4. And that's gonna allow Cameron Morris to gain some time. But it looks as though the gap has still stabilized for now. We got another car coming on the pit road, and it is the 14 of Ryan Parsons. And one thing that I didn't mention during, the pre-race notes, as they were getting ready to go green for the start of the race, if you are the first car on, sorry, I can't talk. What I meant to say is, if you have the first pit stall, be careful on coming out, and it looks like the 24 of James Iconelli has the first pit stall. And yep, 3 of the top 4 are in right now. Bradley Domer Jr., Michael Fox, Spencer Boyce, and David Wessel. And the lead at the moment goes to Cameron Morris. It looks like caution is out. Yeah, it sounds like I'm hearing in the chat, caution is out. Hold on a second. I'm going to go back a little bit in the chat and see if I can
Oh, shit.
hear a little bit.
What the fuck? No, you didn't.
Are you fucking serious?
Are
you fucking serious?
Yellow and it's gonna fuck me.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Run it off before.
Yep, I definitely know what happened. As Kevin Hall looks like got loose and spun out coming off of 4. Kamal Wright and Michael Whitman were innocent bystanders, and from his view, Sal Sabala was also caught up in that. And from the looks of it, Hall actually did a barrel roll onto pit road. Now, of course, it may not look like that from his perspective, but yeah, that was a pretty wild one. And since this was during green flag pit stops, some of these guys got trapped a lap down. So, yeah, Bradley, Spencer, Fox, yeah, they all got trapped a lap down, but it looks like they allowed them to get their laps back. And pit road is open, so every one of the lead lap cars are coming in. Of course, we do have some of those guys staying out to take, I believe, the wave around. As when they made their stops, I think they went like 2 laps down. But considering that, you know, the likes of Bradley, Domer Jr., and Spencer Boyce and Michael Fox, since they just pitted, I don't think they really have to worry about coming back down on the pit road. But of course, they might want to come down and top off if they can. When they come to the line, there will be 16 laps to go in the stage. Yeah, and it looks like Bradley Domer Jr. has reassumed the lead. So it looked like he might have been trapped a lap down because of the caution that took place during green flag pit stops, but the admins let Bradley and all the other ones that came down pit road with him to get his lap back, and of course Bradley and them stayed out for the wave round. All of a sudden, Bradley's back out front. They're going to take the green flag with 15 laps to go in the stage. As they're coming to that restart zone, the green flag is out and we are back underway at the Monster Mile. Great restart from Bradley as Fox and Wessel are now duking it out for second. And everybody's really going after it now as, of course, Tegan Jones, who of course started 8th, he's up to 3rd. And Michael Whitman, who started 11th, he's now up to 4th, but he's being challenged by Morris for that spot. To put Whitman back to 5th. But he's still right alongside him though, and yep, Morris gets the 5th spot. But now it looks like we got a battle for the lead brewing between the 48 and the 42, but the 41's getting involved as there was some contact there between himself and Fox. Oh, Tegan Jones hit the wall. And we got a huge wreck on the front straightaway. And Jared Hawes upside down. The caution is out once again. This will be the race back. And Bradley hangs on to the lead. Yeah, I'm looking at Whitman's stream, and it looks like, there was some contact between Tegan Jones and Cameron Morris. Morris looked like he got a bit of that apron that bounced him up into Tegan. And that's what caused Tegan to hit the wall off of 4. And then he just lost it. And it just blocked the track for everyone behind him. And of course, as I say, that pit road is open and everybody is in. And now, of course, we know who has that first pit stall, and that is the 24 of James. There we go, that's better. I was about to say, I can't really tell who wins the race off of pit road from that position. And it looks like Bradley Domer Jr. wins the race off, and Michael Whitman just barely getting second over David Wessel. I believe we are taking, everyone is coming to a stop. That way everyone can catch up and go green this time. Yeah, especially with everyone that was involved in that accident, which was pretty much everybody from third on back. Well, it looks like we are going to take an extra pace lap anyway. And Bradley takes the outside for the restart. So a very interesting choice from the 48 Ally machine. I think he has a car fast enough to get the jump on the restarts, no matter where he restarts. As long as he's in the lead, of course. So it is an all Hendrick front row. Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Whitman. As they cross that Geico restart zone, green flag's out. We are back underway. 8 laps to go in the stage. Bradley gets a great jump. As does Michael Whitman, as the battle for third starting to brew between the 41 and the 42, but Wessel gets the better of it. Seven to go in the stage. Bradley still hanging on to that lead. And I believe he's gapping his teammate, Michael Whitman, just a little bit, especially considering that the 9 is under attack from the 41 of David Wessel. But now he's closed up to his teammate. And of course, we've seen these two battle before. We've seen them battle for the win at Atlanta at the end of that race. Now they're battling for a stage win and all important stage points. As Whitman lost a little bit of ground in turn 1 and 2 by running that little middle lane. 4 laps to go in the stage. Bradley still hanging on to that lead. And gapping his teammate just a little more. 3 to go. And it looks like Tegan Jones has rebounded nicely from that wreck, as he's now running in 4th place. as they come to line with 2 laps to go in the stage, so that means the pits are closed. But Michael Whitman is right on that back bumper of the 48 once again. He's going to try to make a move. Bradley's leaving that door open. And they're door to door, last lap of the stage. Wessel thought about trying to make it 3 wide, but he thought better of that, as Michael Whitman now takes the lead. But Bradley's going to try to dive it in here. So Michael Whitman will win the stage after a pretty bold power move going into turn 1. Oh no, this is the last lap. My apologies, I was a lap too early. It was 50 to 51, my apologies. So my reaction was a little bit premature, as Michael Whitman will win the stage. And it was a tight battle between Bradley and David Wessel for second, and I believe it was Bradley that held on to that second spot. Jared Haw will get the lucky dog and get his lap back. So from the looks of it, the stage results are Michael Whitman, Bradley Domer Jr. second, David Wessel third, Tegan Jones fourth, Kamal Wright fifth, Spencer Boyce sixth, Cameron Morris seventh, Ryan Parsons eighth, Michael Fox ninth, and Sal Zavala in 10th. And of course, everyone's coming on to pit road. Of course, we're going to see who wins the race off of pit road. And it will be Bradley Domer Jr. winning the race off. So Bradley retakes the lead. Yep, everybody's doubling up, so we might go green this time. I believe we might take one extra pace lap. The field is still kind of spread out. Nope, everyone, it looks like, is bunched up. Yep, they're going, so because of that, it is time for a special Mother's Day Monster Mile. Crank it up.
Christ. Go, JB.
My car sucks in the middle of the run. I go left so hard.
Wow, that moves. Holy shit.
Holy fuck, taking a lot of pressure out that.
Go, JB. Go, JB.
Oh, what the fuck? What happened? Going into 2, I seen Spencer freaking out, and I hit the apron there. I mean, on my end, it looked like he hit the wall, and it was about to come down on me.
Shit. I don't know if I touch you, but I backed out a bit.
Like, I thought that was going to be a wreck. That stupid looseness. Like, I haven't had that issue.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
I saved it. I saved it.
How the fuck?
Oh, shit, Harris, that was impressive as fuck.
Holy
That was
shit.
an incredible save, but god damn it, what I wanted you to wreck there.
Holy shit. I like
I'm,
you.
I'm sorry, Harris. That's my
It's
fault.
fine.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, Mike.
Nah, I wasn't
Save
trying
by
to.
56.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's alright. Tegan's right about that give and take.
Fuck.
I'm riding behind the four.
Freaking
Hey.
Oh god,
dude.
watch out, Sal. I'm kind of loose.
I'll let you go, bro.
I got loose there. You could have went by.
Just trying to ride behind the four. And
Loose again.
trying to get under me every time. I was braking for Tegan. Should learn my lesson.
Yeah, so a pretty chaotic restart as, I believe it was a couple laps ago, we saw Tegan Jones, like, smack the wall coming off of turn 2. And speaking of which, he is now running in second, but as I say that, David Wessel passes him for second. And of course, as you kind of saw, Cameron Morris hit the wall. Joshua Harris was underneath him, and a great save by the driver of that number 12. So all the while, it is Bradley Domer Jr. still out front. And the top 3 in points, as well as the top 3 in the playoff standings, are running first, third, and fourth. And like I said earlier, Tegan Jones and Michael Whitman, they may have started toward, the middle or the back of the pack, but they always find a way to get themselves out front. We're definitely seeing that now. But what we're also seeing is a battle for the lead brewing between Bradley and David Wessel. And Wessel's right on that back bumper. He's really got his car all hooked up tonight. But of course, at a place like this, catching them's one thing, passing them's another, as we see Tegan Jones kiss the wall off of 4. And the top 3 have really checked out. We got a battle for 4th now between the 9 and the 10. Saw a little bit of a surge there from the 10 of Kamal Wright. Hopefully it doesn't result in another lag out for him. Yeah, but Michael Whitman holds on to it for now. Yeah, the top 3 have really broken away from this group, third on back. And it looks like JC Tirado has parked it onto pit road, and he is done for the night. We're riding along with David Wessel as that battle for the lead is heating up once again between himself and the 48 of Bradley. But it looks like Wessel got on that apron a little bit, and that slowed him down. That's going to allow Bradley Domer Jr. to break away. But whatever adjustments David Wessel made to his car on that last pit stop, that's definitely given him a car that can go up there and challenge Bradley for the lead of this race. But I'm sure Bradley would like to keep the lead that he has right now. And so far, he is doing a very good job at doing that. But as I say that, Bradley takes a little bit of a higher line in turn 1 and 2, almost gets into the wall. Cameron Morris trying to squeeze his way onto the outside of Spencer Boyce. And so far, it was nothing doing as he smacks the wall off of 2. Of course, this is part of that group of cars that's running third on back. As the top 3 have really broken away. Of course, we're riding along with Tegan Jones. Looking at his teammate, David Wessel, trying to go back up there and challenge Bradley for the lead again. And it looks like Kamal Wright has gotten around Michael Whitman for third. But it looked like Whitman almost got into the wall off turn 4. And that's going to allow both Fox and Cameron Morris to get around that 9. Bradley Domer Jr. still running out front. And David Wessel still trying to catch him. Of course, Wessel is there. He is within range. But he's got to catch him just a little bit more until he gets right on that back bumper to even consider making a move. Yeah, but it'll definitely help if Bradley runs a line like the one we just saw. Again, at Dover, the best way, or the best line around the racetrack is on that bottom, and we're seeing pretty much everybody run that line. And Wessel's still trying to close in. As Michael Whitman is dropping back even further as Sal Zavala gets around him for, I believe that's for 8th. And now Jared Haas getting around him for 9th. So another rough go at this stage of the race for your defending champion, Michael Whitman. And now he's under attack from Ryan Parsons. Now, but he just barely holds on to that top 10 spot for now. And everyone all single file, all spread out. And we have a change in second as Tegan Jones gets around his teammate David Wessel. So something must have happened to the 41. Either he got loose or hit the wall coming off one of the corners. Of course, Wessel trying to take second back. And that exchange for position has allowed Bradley to really pull away. Of course, another battle out on track is this one for, I believe, that is 6th. Yeah, it is for 6th between the 42 of Michael Fox and the 7 of Spencer Boyce. And we're kind of seeing a similar situation that we saw with Bradley and Wessel. As Spencer Boyce, like, he is there. He is in range of Michael Fox's back bumper. But he just got to gain just a little bit more in order to even think about making a move. But that'll definitely help, though, as Fox gets loose off of turn 2. Yeah, but Fox still hangs on to 5th. Or 6th. My apologies. I lost track of my positions there for a second. As we now have a change for second again, as David Wessel has gotten around Tegan Jones to take second back. And it looks like green flag pit stops have started as Joshua Harris is the first one on. And we got another one, another group of cars, and yeah, it's David Wessel, Bradley Domer Jr., Tegan Jones, and it looks like Wessel passed Bradley for the lead coming into pit road. And of course, so far, Bradley's crew have been the fastest on pit road tonight. And Bradley does have some room in front of him to pull out. Oh, but Tegan Jones beats Bradley off of pit road. And now we see Michael Whitman and Jarrett Haw, as well as James Iconelli on pit road, and Michael Fox. So all of a sudden, Tegan Jones, who was running third on that last cyclist in that last run, he's now in the lead, or at least in the lead at the moment. Or I should say provisional lead. Oh, looks like James Iconelli got into the grass coming off of pit road. And yeah, that's one thing, another thing I mentioned in the pit race notes, or at least I mentioned it earlier. If you have the first pit stall, be careful coming out, as it will shoot you to the left into the grass. That's a weird glitch there. Yes, the pits have cycled out, and Tegan Jones is now your leader. And of course, last week, he won Vegas after starting 7th to get his 7th win of the 2024 season. Tonight, he started 8th, and he's looking for win number 8. Win number 8. I meant win number 8. But Bradley gets a little too high. He kind of smacks the wall. So now all of a sudden, Bradley Domer Jr., who's had the most dominant car out of everyone here tonight, now he's finding himself trying to chase down Tegan Jones to take the lead back. And while Bradley's trying to catch one Stewart Haas car, we got a battle between two more of them. That being for third place, the 41 of David Wessel and the 10 of Kamal Wright are duking it out here for third. But it looks like Wessel definitely has the faster car, as he's now pulling away from the 10. Meanwhile, Tegan Jones is still leading, but I believe Bradley, it looks like he shortened the gap a little bit. But of course, as I alluded to earlier, catching them is one thing, passing them is another, especially at a really tough track like Dover, where everyone is running that bottom lane, and it's pretty hard to pass. As Tegan he hits that wall just a little bit, and that's definitely going to allow Bradley to get that much closer to his back bumper. As I believe we should be past the halfway mark, or at least very much close to it. Meanwhile, Tegan Jones still out front. Bradley Domer Jr. still in second. And so we have 102 laps to go as Whitman crossed the line on his stream. So we should be on lap 99, coming to lap 100. Or they're on lap 100 and they're coming to lap 101. As Whitman is actually running in 12th. Yeah, Whitman's entering turn 3. Jones and Domer came off of turn 2, so he only has about a straightaway buffer from potentially getting a lap down here. So yeah, they crossed the line with 99 to go now. So yeah, we are now officially past the halfway mark. And we got one car coming on the pit road, and it's the 37 of Kevin Hall. So I believe this is an unscheduled stop for him. And the gap between Michael Whitman and the leader, Tegan Jones, has shrunk just a little bit more. Now it's less than a straightaway. So something is definitely up with that 9 car if he's running all the way in the back and on the verge of going a lap down. And of course, Michael Whitman, your points leader, he lost 10 points after Las Vegas. He had a 13-point lead before Vegas, and now he has a 3-point lead after Vegas. And of course, I said at that time that Whitman might end up losing the points lead. He didn't. But with the way that he's running, as of right now, he's definitely going to lose that points lead tonight. But when Jones does get to Whitman, which should be momentarily, what will Whitman do? Will Whitman hold Tegan Jones up because his teammate is running in second? Or will he just get out of the way? And yeah, it looks like he gets out of the way. He gets way up high and into the wall. So yeah, very rough night for your 2023 champion and your current points leader. Now Jones is going to try to lap the 12 of Joshua Harris. Now he's really pulled away from Bradley. Yeah, but of course, when Tegan Jones does get to Joshua Harris, because they are alliances, as you say, because they are both driving Fords, yeah, I'm sure Harris is definitely going to get out of the way here. Yeah, Jones is definitely there now. At least he's trying to get there. And yep, Joshua Harris does get out of the way. But he might try to hold Bradley up. That way Tegan Jones can extend his gap even more, but no, he does get out of the way for Bradley. Oh, a little contact there between the 12 and the 41. Or at least it looked like it. Yeah, while Tegan Jones is still leading, and with everybody all spread out, I think we should probably do another little crank it up with the race chat.
That's gonna hurt. Hey, Mike.
Coming up on you, JB.
Hey, what's up?
Should I get my popcorn this week?
No, I have no problem with him.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever you did must have worked.
Yeah, the damage killed my life on tire. Off the clown side.
My car feels amazing, and you're steady.
Go ahead, Tim.
I must not be running too much faster than you either because I'm still running almost 9s, so.
Almost
I'm
9?
hit the apron. No.
God.
So are you
sorry.
an 8 bracket or a flat bracket?
High 8.
Screwed my
so you're
teammate.
faster than me 'cause I'm mid.
That was almost a
Oh
flat.
my gosh.
What happened to Weasel?
Well, I sped.
Oh my gosh. See,
Go ahead, Spencer.
he was letting me go and I hit the apron and hit him in the wall. I didn't mean to do it. And then he just sped on pit road, so I feel bad.
Nah, me speeding. Fucking.
Dang, coming in this time, sputtering.
So pretty big implications for one of the front runners as David Wessel gets nabbed for speeding on pit road right as green flag pit stops begin. As we see Kamal Wright, Joshua Harris, Spencer Boyce, Sal Zavala, Ryan Parsons all coming in. David Wessel still on pit road, so the speeding penalty might have caused them to park it for the night. Yeah, and now Tegan Jones and Bradley Domer Jr. are in. Of course, Bradley trying to make that adjustment that'll put his car back in top form to get around Tegan Jones. And of course, Tegan is the first one off. And he's really gapped Bradley. And currently, as of right now, well, of course, Tegan Jones is your provisional leader. But the pit stops have not cycled out yet. As Jared Haw is currently your leader and Michael Whitman is running in second. And there is your current leader, Jared Haw. As Ryan Parsons is trying to get his lap back the hard way. Of course, that's what fresher tires will do to you. Well, it looks like Jared Haw tried to come down on the pit road, but he royally missed the entry. So now he has to go around another lap. And yeah, now he's definitely coming into the pits. And Michael Whitman's also coming in. So the pit stop should cycle back to Tegan Jones out front. And yeah, it looks like Tegan Jones has reassumed the lead. Yeah, to an even wider gap than it was before. I believe there's currently 73 laps to go, or 72 to go. 72 to go. So I believe these guys do still have to make one or two more stops. I believe this is 72 laps to go now. And Tegan Jones still running out front. I think I will go ahead and switch to Michael Fox's stream, because I believe he is currently running in 6th. So they just crossed the line with 70 laps to go. And of course, as I usually say at tracks like this, 70 laps doesn't really sound like a lot. But with the laps that they're running here, 70 laps is going to go by pretty quick. As we now have 69 laps to go. Nice. And it looked like we had one car in the wall. I believe it was a lap car that got out of the way. And it looked like it was the I believe it was the 24. And yep, there's Kamal Wright. He has lagged out once again. Another strong performance from the 10 is completely wasted by bad internet. So because, he has left the cup chat. So now, it is Tegan Jones, Bradley Domer Jr., and this battle for third between Spencer Boyce and Michael Fox. And of course, Spencer Boyce, last week, finally getting his post-race interview. Now, of course, he did win Canadian Tire, but apparently my internet did not want me to spectate the race, as it looked like everyone was just lagging and surging when in reality they were not. So I kind of had to leave that race. So yeah, Spencer did win Canadian Tire, and because of that, he did not get an interview. And it wasn't until last week at Vegas, with his 5th place finish, that he was finally able to get one. But now, he's actually doing a little bit better than he did at Las Vegas, as he's currently running in 3rd. But he has a hard-charging Michael Fox right behind him. But he is still poised to get a good result here. Yeah, but he just has to hang on to that 3rd spot if he wants to take the bottom step of the podium. Tegan Jones is still your leader. As they're now coming to 60 laps to go. Of course, as I alluded to earlier, these guys do still have to make at least 1 or 2 more stops before this thing is all said and done. Whereas Bradley Domer Jr., he had the fastest car, but it was Tegan Jones that played the pit strategy game, and he was able to win the race off of pit road after one of the previous cycles of green flag stops. And he has pretty much held on to the lead ever since. And as we see, Bradley under attack from the 37 of Kevin Hall. This is not for position, as Kevin Hall made another unscheduled pit stop. Or at the very least, he's running off strategy with the rest of the field. And of course, Hall with the fresher tires. He will get around the 48. And yeah, Tegan Jones has really built up that gap now. I would say about a half a straightaway between first and second. Meanwhile, we still have this battle on track for third between Spencer Boyce and Michael Fox. Yeah, Fox trying to close that gap down to the 7. But Spencer gets a little loose off of 4 as Fox gets into the wall. So I'd say they're about even on that little exchange. Because of that, I believe the one that's currently running in 5th is the 2 of Cameron Morris. Running an auto trader scheme from Brad Keselowski. And of course, Cameron Morris is coming in now. And speaking of Brad Keselowski, he broke a 110 race winless streak earlier this evening at Darlington. Now, Keselowski's first win in 110 races. His first win as a driver and co-owner of Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. The first driver-owner to win in the Cup Series since Tony Stewart in 2016. And I believe that was at Sonoma for his final career win. And of course, Brad Keselowski did it while driving a throwback to the Castrol Toms Toyota Supra that ran GT races in Japan. And if you play Gran Turismo, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. Now, of course, sponsor throwbacks are one thing. But sponsor throwbacks that actually throw back to a paint scheme that ran actual races, yeah, that's another. As we now have 49 laps to go in the race, Tegan Jones still running out front, as he has now lapped 2 of the Hendrick cars of Michael Whitman and James Iconelli. But Whitman gets onto the apron And that's going to allow Iconelli to get around. And Tegan Jones still building that gap between himself and Bradley Domer Jr. As we now see Joshua Harris come on the pit road. And going back to the battle for third between Spencer Boyce and Michael Fox. Something happened to Spencer Boyce as Fox rockets around him. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Spencer Boyce. I believe he might have run out of gas. And as we see Bradley Domer Jr., the first of the leaders to come on the pit road. He wants to try and get a jump on Tegan Jones in any way he can. And hopefully he can try an undercut on him. And now Tegan Jones is on pit road. Bradley gets out. And now Tegan gets out. I believe Bradley got caught speeding on pit road. Well, of course, I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
Just
I sped.
Oh, shit.
And yep, you heard it there. I sped. So if everything holds on to the way they are now, Tegan Jones is going to get another easy win. Of course, he is the provisional leader, as I believe it is the 88 of Jared Haw that is leading once again. But of course, I believe he and Michael Whitman are also running off sequence with the rest of the field. And of course, now here we have the battle for, at the moment, provisional fourth place between Michael Fox and Spencer Boyce. Now, of course, Spencer Boyce, I believe, ran out of gas coming off of turn 2, and that's how Fox was able to just slingshot on by him. So that's how Fox was able to jump the 7 of Spencer Boyce. But of course, he wants to take that spot back. He's right there. Now it looks like Fox got into the wall. Side by side going into 3. And Spencer Boyce clears him. Yeah, that is for fourth, as I believe Cameron Morris is running in third. Or at the very least, he will be, since Jarrett Haw is now coming on the pit road. Whoa, Cameron Morris gets very slow off of turn 4. I believe he got loose, almost hit the wall. And that was almost a disaster for the 7 of Spencer Boyce. So put Spencer Boyce, I believe that puts him up to second. So a very strong run for the 7. As Tegan Jones crossed the line with 35 laps to go, they're going to be coming to 34 to go this time. And yeah, looking at Fox's stream, 34 laps to go with 30 laps of fuel remaining. These guys are going to have to make one more stop. I mean, anything can still happen. But as of right now, Tegan Jones has locked in. But that's not going to help him as he smacks the wall off of turn 2. He still has a very sizable gap over second place, which is being contested by Michael Fox. Yeah, Spencer entered turn 3 way up high. A little bit of contact between the 42 and the 7. But Spencer Boyce holds on. I'm sure his controller will thank him for holding on to that second spot. Yeah, but from the looks of it, this is really one of the only close battles that we have on track at the moment, as we see the 37 of Kevin Hall come out. Of course, he is running off sequence with everyone else. Well, it looks like Kevin Hall, again, with those fresher tires, he's able to be faster right away as he gets around Cameron Morris. Now, of course, this is not for position. And now he's working on Jarrett Haw. I believe this is also not for position. Yeah, but Jarrett Haw is holding them up, though. And we got another taker on the pit road, and that is the 14 of Ryan Parsons, as well as the 12 of Joshua Harris. And I believe they are now starting to realize that they can't make it on, or at least they can't save 4 laps worth of fuel, especially around a track like Dover. So, looks like everyone is going to make the wise decision to have their final stop a little bit early. Meanwhile, Spencer Boyce still holding down the fort in second. So of course, Tegan Jones is so far ahead, he's not going to contest for the win. But he has had a very strong showing tonight. As is the 42 of Michael Fox. And then we got the 14 of Ryan Parsons getting around. Sal Zavala in the 13, again, not for position. In fact, I believe it was Sal that just went a lap down to Tegan Jones there, who's coming off of turn 2 now. And yeah, that is Tegan Jones. Ryan Parsons is catching him, trying to unlap himself the hard way. Yeah, there comes Ryan Parsons on the inside. And Tegan Jones trying to unlap himself. And he does. Meanwhile, the battle for second is still heating up between Michael Fox and Spencer Boyce, as they come across the line with 19 laps to go. Tegan Jones has 18 laps to go now. And I'm hearing something in the chat. Somebody's yelling a little bit.
So full of shit.
Tegan's about to take that damn baseball bat from Mind Killer. Use it on you, dude.
I mean, I just ran a 24-4. Doesn't matter. I've been running those all night. Fun. We're having fun.
Yeah, 4 laps down. I'm having a wonderful time.
Whatever.
Hey, Spencer, guess where I'm at?
In front of you.
Yeah. 4 freaking laps down.
Martha, you done it yet? Oh yeah, this ain't working.
You're not gonna make it, are you?
No, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. But S'mores is only half a second behind me, and he just pitted and he's gonna do it again. So I don't even know if this is good for a top 5. Oh.
To be honest, might actually made a good pit call. Short pitting.
Oh, I started behind. It did fix. I was transitioning and it started to spin on me, so I had no control of the car. I had no control of the car because it started spinning.
Well, I thought I heard something there.
He's probably going to finish.
Probably could have told me it was going to pit Spencer, but it's all good.
Oh, it looks like something happened to Spencer Boyce there. I thought he spun out, but it looks like he is coming into the pits. And yeah, he is in the pits. And now Tegan Jones is in. And Michael Fox stays out, and I believe he is the leader. Yeah, he is. But of course, you gotta wonder when he's gonna come in. And yep, he's coming in right now. And James Iaconelli gets shot into the grass again. So a very rough night for the Hendrick cars tonight. James Iaconelli getting into the grass, coming off of pit road since he does have that first stall. Michael Whitman and Jarrett Haw running in the back. And Bradley Domer Jr. looking like he would have the car to win, but Tegan Jones passed him on to pit road coming off of it. And ever since then, it has been all four, all the time. It looks like Fox has come in to just top off, so no tires. And yeah, Michael Fox trying to short pit his way to a win. He has 7 laps to go now. But I think Tegan Jones is going to run him down really quick. Now I have 6 laps to go. So Michael Fox coming in to take fuel only for his last stop. That's got him out in front. But will he hold it? Because I believe Tegan came in and took 4 fresh tires. And yeah, he is coming fast. 5 laps to go. No more cautions. Four to go now. Yeah, Tegan is there. Oh yeah, he is right there. So he tried to make the short pit work, but it was ultimately for naught as Tegan Jones, he's right on that inside of the 42. And Tegan Jones has retaken the lead with 3 to go. Oh, that's actually 2 laps to go. My apologies. A little 1 lap too early as coming off of turn 4. White flag is out. 1 more lap around Dover. Last week at Vegas. He got his 7th win of the season after starting 7th. Tonight, he started 8th, and he's going to get win number 8. Tegan Jones wins at Dover. So in the first run of the race, looked like the pole sitter, Bradley Domer Jr., had the car to beat. But after Tegan Jones won the race off of pit road, during a cycle of green flag pit stops in the middle portion of the race, he took the lead and he never looked back. So another dominant win from the 3-time Cup Series champion. Trying to go for number 4 in 2024. And he also sets the fastest lap of the race with a 23 flat. And now let's go ahead and get your race winner, Tegan Jones, for a post-race interview. Your top 5 is Tegan Jones, Michael Fox, Spencer Boyce, Cameron Morris, and Jared Haw. And there he is, your race winner, Tegan Jones. Now, after that one cycle of green flag pit stops during the middle stage of the race, you won the race off of pit road and you never looked back. Like, how did it feel knowing that you got yourself another win this season?
Well, during that cycle, I don't know if you could see it on yours, but Bradley kind of spun out in front of Wessel during the transition, and I kind of had to push him down pit road, and it gave him enough damage where he had to fix it. And it actually helped Bradley make it to pit road, so he was, he come up behind me. I made some adjustments that I actually went back to last year's setup. They're kind of there in that pit stop, and I wasn't planning on it because I didn't think it was really good last year, but it seemed to have worked this year. And for some reason, I was able to pull away from Bradley because Bradley was the one I was worried about because I practiced with him one night. I was worried about JB because I had practiced with him another night. So, JB got kind of put behind with that early caution that trapped a lot of them, multiple laps down. So that kind of helped. And he tried to do some strategy, some fuel saving, and it got him a top 5. It just didn't get him the win. I was kind of worried about that one, to be honest. I thought he was gonna, but once I realized I passed him before he pitted for the lead, I pretty much knew I should have it then. Mike Killer had me worried too there at the end. Those two, he apparently took no tires, so yeah, I was a little bit worried. I didn't think the car was going to be that good, to be honest. It kind of just woke up during that first green flag pit stop cycle, so it stopped. I still had my loose moments, which seems to be a common theme with everybody. And it seems like it finally started rotating, about 10 laps in, and it got to where I quit hitting the apron every other lap. So I really wanted to win this track. This track's been on the bucket list for a while because I feel like I've had 3 or 4 get away from me. just because of fuel mileage and one because of some fuckery and shit like that. So I really wanted this one, and I thought I was going to have a hard time getting it. I thought I was going to have to do some strategy, and I decided not to early on because you have to commit to that fuel saving strategy from the get-go if you're going to do it, because you have to save the laps every single run, even the last run. So uh, kudos to JB and Michael for making it work and getting better finishes than what they probably would have if they hadn't done it. So yeah, I'm just glad the car finally fucking came in there, on that cycle, and I was able to pull away from Bradley because, like I said, he was the one I was kind of worried about.
Yeah, and speaking of Bradley, later on in that run, he got himself a speeding penalty, and because of that does that mean did you feel like your win was pretty much like solidified when
Oh,
pretty much all of your competition was having problems?
definitely not, because even with him getting a speeding penalty and then he ended up getting another one, I still had second, third, and fourth kind of, within range to do strategy compared if I took four at the end. So, and that's exactly what Mindkiller did. I passed Mindkiller for the lead with two to go. So, yeah, it doesn't see it meant anything. It just makes it a little bit easier to call some strategy. Um, yeah, like I said, Mindkiller. I kind of knew that what he was going to do. He's easy to read. His sometimes the majority of his strategy that he thinks will work really isn't going to work. But he does hit on one every once in a while. If he'd have been any closer than what he was, I probably would have took two and not gave him a chance to even have the lead. So uh, I just figured, though, pitting when I did with four fresh tires, I had enough time to catch him. I was a little worried that we were going to even up there at the end, though. So I was prepared to move him. I moved him earlier in the race, and and that was just for stage points. So I was not against moving him again for the win. So he kind of gave me the lane off the corner because he knew I was going to have the run. So kudos to him for not trying to be a little Ryan Newman dickwad and hold me up. So yeah, it's just nothing cemented in this league unless you've got everybody a lap down and you've already made your last pit stop. So
Now, of course, this is going to be a random question that I'm going to end on. Last week at Vegas, you got your 7th win of the season after starting 7th. Tonight, you get your 8th win of the season after starting 8th. So does that mean you're going to get your 9th win at the 600 after starting 9th?
I mean, if that's what it takes to do it, I will fucking do it from here on out. I mean, but with the way my qualifying's going here lately, everybody's breaking records but me. So I would not be surprised if I don't qualify ninth next week. So qualifying has not become my strong suit like it used to be. Even compared to Bradley, I will still be on the front row or the top two rows, and it just seems like everybody can. I mean, I even ran a slaughter 9 during qualifying and still couldn't fucking get down below a 29 or 23. So. Um, I mean, if that's what it takes to get my wins, I will absolutely qualify ninth next week. So,
Well, at least now you can cross Dover off your bucket list. But congratulations on your win here at Dover, your 9th of the season, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte for the 600.
thanks for broadcasting.
Of course. Now I will go ahead and bring in your second place finisher, and that is Michael Fox, who had a very bold strategy call at the very end of the race, taking fuel only, and it almost got him the job done. But ultimately he has to settle for second, but it's still a very good result for the 42. And there he is, your runner-up finisher, Michael Fox. You had a very bold strategy there at the end, taking fuel only, and it looked like it was gonna get you the win, but you just had to ultimately settle for second. But like, take us through like your view of the race, especially since you've been running pretty much top 5 for the entire time.
It was worth a shot with what I did. It really was. I was judging my how much tire wear I was doing each lap, and I planned on it, and it just almost worked. Almost worked. And I was seeing Tegan just catching up, and I knew he was going to eventually pass me, but I was like wondering when. And I knew when he got up to me, I had to like I was nice and gave him the position because I was not wanting to fight that. It probably would have put me in a bad position. But yeah, everyone on the track just seemed fast, and with everyone around me in the end, it was a good smooth fight. Almost no cautions for those, just no cautions for that last. I think for the from the end of the stage to the finish, I think I remember that there was no cautions. Yeah, and there was a couple of close calls. I was one of them. I was one of them, and I was lucky that I saved it. I guess with the lucky break I had, bad fast lagged out. Kind of it's been roughly a normal thing apparently, and then Weasel, whatever happened to him, he left, and then Bradley just getting speeding penalties, and just like me and B, Tegan, and others was just kind of worried about JB, because we was worried that he was actually going to make it and win, but with a speeding penalty that he got, it kind of like put that down, and he was falling behind, and I mean, it was a good run. It was tough, running back there and trying to like gain all the positions that I could get, but in the end, no tires, just one can of fuel is what I did, and it was worth it.
Yeah, and you said that when Tegan got up to you, you essentially gave him the spot. Now, was this sort of like a way of saying, like, I'm sorry after your little run-in with him at Vegas last week?
Maybe you could probably think that, but I mean, it was. But in general, I was just being being nice about it. Just I did not want to fight that, and I just let him go because I knew how much faster he was. I was not wanting to fight it. If it probably was one lap to go, if we was on that final lap, I probably would have fought him for the win, but it was 2 laps to go, and I just decided to let him go.
Now, of course, I am seeing in the chat Spencer Boy saying, "Don't lie, Fox," but don't worry, you'll get yours next. But speaking of Spencer, you had a really close battle between yourself and Spencer for pretty much the entire race. Did you think you have enough speed to get him on your own without the pit strategy?
One thing, I don't know how I'm lying, but it was a good battle between me and him, just back and forth. I tried to pass him, and he was getting ahead of me almost every time. I was just choosing to stay behind him most of the time. Darn, I was going to say something else. What was it? Yeah, basically, I mean, just the last race and this race, I'm kind of with my position in points and how I'm like right there at the cut line, I'm in desperate need of a win. I really want a win going to the playoffs. I mean, I'm doing all I can, but it's a tough one.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be tough road ahead as we get into the home stretch of the regular season. But yeah, congratulations to you on your second place finish at Dover, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
All right, and I'll let you get Spencer in here. It was a good run by him for third.
No. And I will definitely get him in here. And of course, I will go ahead and bring in Spencer Boyce after a very good third place finish. And it looked like he was going to have second there for a little bit until Fox pulled off that strategy. And I know that he has a different account, so I will go ahead and look up Hailstorm. Yep. Found him. And hey, there buddy. He is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Spencer Boyce finishing on the bottom step of the podium here at Dover tonight. A very good run for you this week. But yeah, take us through that race, because I know that you've had a pretty good battle with Michael Fox the entire time.
Yeah, I did. I just wish I could have. I felt like it was the long run where my car would catch up to the top 3 and top 5, but I wish I could have had more time to catch up to the leader. But I'm okay with third. But yeah, the race was crazy. Although we had a few setbacks with the cautions when we barely my car over on pit road, which almost put us a lap down. So I went to the back, and then my car was good on the long run. I figured something out on the turns on how to go fast, and then yes, my car was fast on fresh tires, and I just blew past Cameron and my car.
Yeah, but yeah, well, I believe it was that strategy that kind of put you in that position you were in. But yeah, for a good little bit you were running in second. Now, obviously, you couldn't really catch Tegan for the win, but did you think you were content with second before Fox pulled off that no fuel call at the very end, or no tire call, I should say?
Yeah, I wish I could have. Wish I was closer to him and Tegan, but I guess they were just so far ahead, and I was in third, and I thought I was gonna finish second with Fox blowing a tire, but I never finished. Never did I think I would finish third at Dover.
Yeah, I didn't think you would finish third at Dover either. But yeah, next week we got one of our crown jewels, the Coke 600. Yeah, how do you think you're gonna do there?
Hopefully better, because Charlotte's my favorite track, but I don't think anyone will want to pass each other. They'll just be single file. But I really, really hope I either get the pole or qualify up front like I did today, which I'm shocked about. And I thought I did have a chance to pass Bradley, but he kept cutting me off. So I was just chilling in the front, but it was a good race.
Yeah, but of course, when you say good race, it usually follows either a controller spike or something like that. But
no.
But yeah, very good result for you. Congratulations on your third place finish at Dover, and we'll see you next week for the Coke 600.
Yeah. Let's do it. Thanks.
Well, of course. Well, that was another pretty entertaining interview from Mr. Spencer Boyce. Now we will go ahead and get our 4th place finisher. That is Mr. Cameron Morris. He's another one that I'll kind of have to search for here. And there he is, Cameron Morris, your 4th place finisher. A very solid top 5 finish for you. Take us through that race and what did it look like from your view?
It was a very chaotic race to start off with, and everyone was just in their own packs, basically. It was like a pack race at Dover, which is really weird to see. And my race kind of got hindered. I think it was the beginning of the final stage where Spencer clipped the apron and checked up, and I hit him in the left rear and gave me front end damage. So I was basically on front end damage the whole rest of the race from that point on. And it killed me on the beginning parts of the runs because my car was just so tight, and I would just lose so much time to the leaders. And by that point, the chance for the win was just gone. So I kind of had to settle for at least a top 5. That was my goal for this race. But if I had a chance to win, I wanted to be up there for the win, fighting for the win. But my main goal was top 5 for this race because I really like Dover. And Dover, I think, is my best oval on the schedule. So I'm just happy I was able to get out with a 4th place finish. Very crucial. Not what I want, not what I need, but better than nothing. So go on to next week at Charlotte and see if I can try to get a win there. That's also one of my favorite best tracks. So we'll see how Charlotte goes next week.
Yeah, and before we get to Charlotte, of course, you are driving the 2 back when Brad Keselowski was at Penske. Of course, he won at Darlington today, and I bet that's got to feel pretty good, getting a top 5 in Brad Keselowski's former ride after he won today at Darlington.
Yeah, seeing Brad win today in real life kind of got me hyped up for tonight. Be like, if he can go out and win and not win in 3 years and get a win, then I can do it too. And I had that mentality tonight, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But it is what it is. I'm just happy to. I also capitalized on some mistakes too from other drivers, so that helps too. But at the end of the day, I think I had a chance to get a top 5 finish, possibly a win. But I was able to get a top 5, able to gain some points. I think on the cutoff line, but I need a win at this point. I don't think I need points. So the goal is try one up front in Charlotte, try to get the win there, since it's longer race than usual. And also, I want to apologize to Tegan for causing that big wreck on the front stretch. I think it was in stage 1 or the very beginning of stage 2. I could be wrong. I think it was stage 1, where I don't know why, but my car just got loose when he was on my outside. I clipped the apron. I checked up to keep it off of him, and then Mike hit me in the back end, not knowing I checked up, and then he hit me. It sent me up into Tegan. I put Tegan in the wall, and he said I apologized to him during the race. He said he's all good, but I just wanted to make sure that I got that out there. That I really am sorry. It wasn't my intention to do that. Just trying to go for track position. And I get trying to ride, but also at the same time, sometimes I know I've been told to be more aggressive. Sometimes, but other times when I try to be aggressive, it just causes mistakes. So I need to I need to figure that balance out because I've been told to be more aggressive by people and by someone, and then I be aggressive, and it just leads to people getting frustrated. So I just need to work on that and just move forward. And after Charlotte, if I can't win, my next shot is Daytona. which I'm just kind of sad, honestly. So, hopefully Daytona wouldn't be my last shot in, but we'll see how Charlotte goes. But just take it one week at a time.
Yeah, well, 1 week at a time is definitely the game plan there. But yeah, congratulations on your 4th place finish at Dover, and we'll see you next week for the 600.
Yes, so it's gonna be a long race, a long 2 hours. So hope you'll be ready for that race.
I'll try to be ready.
Have a good night.
Yeah, same to you.
Yes, sir.
Now, before we call stream, we will go ahead and get the last of the top 5 finishers, that being the 88 of Jared Haw. Yeah, but overall, the Hendrick cars had a pretty rough night, with Bradley dominating the race early, but getting a speeding penalty, and Michael Whitman running in the back, and apparently Jared Haw getting a speeding penalty early in the run, but both he and Michael Whitman were able to bounce back and get themselves some decent finishers. Whitman got 6th, as Bradley Domer Jr. also got 7th in that. So, pretty decent rebound from a pretty tough night. And there he is, your 5th place finisher, Jarrett Haw. But overall, a pretty rough night for the Hendrick team. But after your speeding penalty, you were able to get off strategy with the leaders, and that ultimately paid off in you getting a top 5 finish. Take us through the race.
Well, the first stage, I got trapped 2 laps down because I pitted before everyone else did, and then some accident happened, and I ended up getting one of them back because I was the free pass, and then had to race my way to the free pass on the stage, and that hurt me pretty bad. But I'm not trying to think. I feel really bad for Ryan because him and I were the ones running for it, but just I had to restart last on that last stage, and just really couldn't make up a whole lot of track position. I mean, Mike and I pulled a completely opposite strategy of pretty much everybody else in the field, where we saved fuel the entire time to try and run longer and to make one less stop than everyone else. But the problem was I had actually grew a really big gap on Mike and was saving the same amount of fuel as he was, but I had grown that gap really hard. I think there was 2 stops left in the race. I had a 15-second gap on Mike, and I missed pit road, and that's pretty much what killed my entire strategy. I don't think I would have won the race, but I think I probably would have been 2nd or 3rd with my strategy. But the only reason I pulled the strategy was because I was so far back from the incident in the first stage. So, I mean, overall, still a good finish, but was hoping for more.
Yeah, you may be hoping for more, but next week we have Charlotte, the Coke 600. How do you think Hendrick is going to rebound after a night like tonight, especially for a crown jewel race like the 600?
Well, Mike won that race last year, and I ended up finishing 2nd. I think I might have finished 3rd. I don't quite remember. But I think we'll do well. Historically, Hendrick's been pretty good at 1.5 miles. I think I'm that outlier because I pretty stink at 1.5 miles for the most part. But Charlotte's not my best track, but I think that if we get some good practice in and we all work together as a team, we can really do some pretty good things. Hopefully go back-to-back here at Charlotte. Like I said, Charlotte's never been my strongest track, but I seemed to run there pretty well last year, so hopefully we can make that 1 or 2 spots better.
Well, we can't wait to see what happens there. But congratulations on your top 5 finish at Dover, and we will see you next week for the 600.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Of course. All right, and I believe that will do it. And I will go ahead and call stream here. But yeah, pretty wild race in the first stage. But once we got the second stage going, it really started to become business as usual with everyone, spreading out, single file. And of course, that 4 car of Tegan Jones running out front like he always does. But yeah, a pretty wild one to start, but it definitely calmed down once we got the second stage rolling. But yeah, thank you guys for taking some time out of your Mother's Day to watch the race tonight. Of course, next week we are going to be heading to Charlotte for the Coke 600, which is our 3rd Crown Jewel race of the season, our 4th No Bull race of the season, and our 3rd race of this season. I believe it was actually, yeah, I believe it's the 3rd race of the season to have more than one stage. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that gets situated there. But of course, on Wednesday, we have our midweek race at the track where the Real Cup guys were at today, and that is Darlington. It should be another very interesting challenge for everyone involved in that, but hopefully you'll join us for those. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on Wednesday for the midweek race at Darlington, and we will see you next Sunday night for our Coca-Cola 600. Should be a good one. But have a good night, everyone.